All praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakak double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect to the nation of Israel. This is going to be a quick lesson or video or whatever. I guess it's kind of slightly a testimony on something that Yahweh has shown me, man. And it's basically how these Edomites, if you don't want to join on to their ideology and their way of thinking, they're getting in the mindset of getting rid of you, man. All right. And I'm not going to go too much into my own personal life or go into certain things, but like regarding the whole taking this particular test that they want you to take, and regarding a particular other thing associated with that, right? If you're a person that's got bad health, right, and you decide that you don't want to take those things, it's basically like, well, we're not going to deal with you then. That's how they're pushing it, man. That's how they're trying to push it. And it's basically like they're saying, then if you don't want to join into our ideology, well, you can just die then. All right, that's how they're coming with this thing, man. That's how they're coming with it. If you don't want to deal with our ideology, you can't go out and work. You can't function in this society in general. You can't buy or sell. And that's how they're coming with this thing. And this might get taken down, like many other videos that I've did on this topic have been taken down, and how channels that I've had have been taken down because they're talking about this stuff. But I'm going to talk about it anyway. This is Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. And that's when you understand these things. That's when why Yahweh will show men that we're not supposed to run to Egypt, man. We're not supposed to run to Esau, because Esau is vile, man. And Yahweh will put the spirit on people to act like complete demons in order to make you realize these people are not for you, man. These people are against you in every way. Isaiah chapter 31 and verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses, and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. Now verse 3, I'll jump to verse 3. Now the Egyptians are men and not God, and their horses are flesh and not spirit. When the Yahweh shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down, and they shall fall, and they shall all fall together. So we don't want to be joined on with Esau, man. It's not a good thing to be joined on with Esau and his way. It's not a good thing to be joined on with Esau and his way, because things are getting put in place where Esau is going to be like, well, if you don't want to join on with my way, well, this is what he's planning to do, man. I ain't gonna use too much words on this, because you can't even say much these days anyway. But yeah, Revelation chapter 20 and verse 4. And I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai, and for the word of Yahweh, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. And they lived and reigned with a Mashiach 1,000 years. So that's people that don't want to join into this world. They're going to lose their heads because they don't want to join into this place. And that's a big deal, man. Losing your life for righteousness' sake. It's not going to be embarrassing to lose your life in such a manner. It's going to be more embarrassing to lose your life in this way. All right? Revelation chapter 14 and verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and they shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And I want to say this as well in this video, in this lesson. That's why before you make any decision in your life, man, it's good if you pray unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and ultimately ask Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai to deal with the situation however he wants to deal with it, man. Because there's obviously must be something wrong and something a bit dodgy with this particular way that they want to test you. That's going on in the world right now, and with the other things that are associated with this. Because if it wouldn't be that big of a deal that they're pushing it on people, trying to get them to do it. It wouldn't be that you need to have did these things in order to be able to function in the world, man. I'm not going to say too much on it, because if you say certain things, well, they'll try and cut the whole video off, and then people can't be edified, or people can't hear about what's going on, and the spiritual ear can't get the message that I'm trying to say, man. But yeah, I'll end the lesson there, man. Like, Esau's getting to a point where he's like, if you don't want to join on with me, well, we don't need you around no more. All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakak Radash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect to the nation of Israel. Shalom.